I did a bunch of sports when I was growing up. We grew up in a country club in my city. We would go and spend all afternoon. We go to school in the morning and then spend all afternoon from Wednesday through Friday, and then all Saturday and all Sunday there doing a bunch of different sports. I play golf, I bowl, I play tennis, I swam, I play squash, basketball, soccer, cycling, you name it. And then I was pretty good at golf, and I like bowling too. So in one tournament I played golf and I didn't like how I did. I was not doing good. And I told my mom I'm never gonna be as good as I want to be. And I think in bowling I can do it, so I'm done. And I pretty much quit competitive golfing and I left it as a hobby, and I decided to bowl more. So not like we had to do everything, but we kind of had to do everything. I mean, I had the access and the opportunity to do all these different sports, and I've always been so athletic and up to anything and everything. So I don't know, ended up doing it. Started bowling Wednesdays and then Fridays and then Wednesdays and Fridays and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and that's it. I don't know, it's just odd because nobody in my family does it, so it's weird. I always thought I was just pretty fortunate that one of my friends growing up in bowling, she got a scholarship at UMES, and she pretty much got me a scholarship at UMES. Because I was trying to find a place, I was trying to find a school, like that was always my ultimate goal, was to be here. Because if I was here, I could bowl, I could go to school. If I stayed in Colombia, I was only gonna be able to go to school. You can't go to school and bowl in Colombia, it's hard. And I always thought I was pretty fortunate that she happened to be here first and got me the scholarship, because it was hard. I mean, my English wasn't great. I got to school in January of 2008. So I didn't bowl the first semester. And we won that semester. So I only bowled from January to April. And we won NCAA championships that year. And then my last year was 11, and that's when we won NCAA and we won ITCs as well. It was pretty good. It's like what everybody, I don't want to say like everybody says, but so many bowlers said, you know, it was the first 4 years of my life, like of my bowling career, it was pretty cool. I liked it. I encourage so many bowlers, I encourage so many people to do it, because it's an experience of a lifetime. I had a great time. I loved every minute of it. I hated every minute of it. You go through so many emotions. You go through so many different things, from the workouts to practice to getting in trouble to not getting in trouble, to meeting people that you're still friends with. I don't know, it's cool. It's cool. I liked it a lot.
Rodriguez, the anchor, with a strike. Pretty good when you have the greatest bowler on the planet at the collegiate level as the anchor bowler on your team, huh?
With the national championship on the line.
Who said, "This is the moment I live for. Now it's time to show the world how much you live for this."
Maryland Eastern Shore will be the 2011 NCAA Women's Bowling Champions. If they can just get 9 more pins. Peterson making that statement. Now it's over. The Lady Hawks have just won their second NCAA title.
When I got to the States, there was not a tour. It was gone. We didn't have a tour, we didn't have anything that we didn't have to bowl for. Thankfully I had Colombia, so I had tournaments with Colombia that I was gonna bowl. I figured I would bowl the Queens, I figured I would bowl the US Open, and then I had all these things with Colombia. I went to school, I got my master's, I have an MBA, I did all these things. I'm like, I can get a job, it's fine. And I moved from Missouri to Austin with my best friend. We moved there, we found jobs, and we started working. I don't know, it was one of those stages of my life, or a lot of people's life, that you have to practice after work or after leagues or squishing some practice for lunch, and then the tour came back. I guess I didn't know how it was gonna be like. I didn't know if it was gonna be successful. I guess everybody had the same question. We all had so many questions because it was like, yeah, we're here to stay, we're here forever, but it was the same thing like last time. You know, we're here to stay, we're having this successful tour, and then they folded. So we didn't know what it was gonna be like. We didn't know what it was gonna be like. And obviously you don't know if you're good enough to do, like I didn't know if I was good enough to do it and to survive and to, you know, make money out of it. Like, am I gonna be able to afford it or not? So, I mean, thankfully I have different sponsors, different things. I still have, you know, money-wise from Colombia, from my stay, from my Olympic committee, from, you know, all my sponsors from Motive, Dexter, Genesis, all of them. And that allows us to be really professional athletes.
10 back.
Well, and that is huge because now, even if she misses on her first shot, as long as she makes the spare, she only needs 8.
You could hear somebody in the crowd yelling, roll, 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 but she leaves the bucket.
This is not an easy spare anyway, and it's really hard right now.
Count. Have to hit that in the pocket.
And it swings back again.
So she finishes with 190. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And there's your champion right there. Vamos, Colombia. Maria Jose Rodriguez. And that trophy, that tiara, that check, and those memories will be with her forever. You can't take away a champion. Maria Jose Rodriguez is the winner, defeating future Hall of Famer Kelly Kulick to capture the USBC Queens here at the National Bowling Stadium in Reno.
The Queens, I think it was different because I was so young, and you know, it was like the second time I made the bracket in my life. It was like the third time I bowled the tournament or second time I bowled the tournament. So yeah, it's cool. Obviously it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I was too young. There was not a tour. It was a small bracket because it was not a lot of people. So there was a lot of talks, and it was just so negative. Everybody was so negative about it. You know, like you go back in life and you're like, how did I win that tournament with all the negativity and all the things and all the people talking? And I don't even remember winning. It's weird. I won it. I have pictures. I have the tiara, I have the trophy, I have the necklace. It's pretty cool, but like I want to do it again because I want to remember those times. But it's cool, I want it.
Maria looks for a second major. Great shot. And the response to the pressure Kelly put on her with her strikes. Here she is on the verge of a major. Left lane. Another big shot in the 8th, and all 10 back again for Maria, the 13th seed, crunches 10 into the pit. For Maria Jose Rodriguez, she's a winner in Richmond, Virginia. She's won her first ever PWBA Tour Championship, her second career major. Trophy time for Maria tonight. Out of the break, big shot, big strike, 10 pin down late.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 PWBA Tour Championship winner, Maria Jose Rodriguez!
So you're now a 3-time titleist on the PWBA Tour, but you're a 3-time titleist through majors. What is it about majors that separates you from the regular events?
I don't know. I wish I could figure it out. I mean, of course I want to win the normal events too, but I think I care more about the majors sometimes. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Well, on the men's tour, it's Major Mika. So I guess on the ladies' tour, it's Major Maria.
I like it, yeah. Winning the Tour Championship the first time was like a relief, I think. And then I won the Tour Championship again. It was another relief, I think, because I was injured for so long and I couldn't bowl, I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything. It was just hard. It was such a rough time of my life. So winning, getting back on top, it was fun. Last year was cool because I got to go home and, you know, my sister is with us now and my nieces. So it was really cool to like get home with the trophy, you know, and like we had time to celebrate and to soak it in a little bit. And I do this because I want to win, and I want to bring trophies home, and that's all I want to do. So it's obviously I want to keep winning. I want to keep winning. I mean, the sports in general is an addiction. You know, you win and you're not satisfied. You gotta keep going. I mean, go ask Scotty Scheffler if he's happy with his season. Of course he's happy. Does he want to win the PGA Tour Championship? Of course he wants to. And he's won so many times already this season. So we want to keep going. I mean, we want to keep winning. They mean a lot, obviously, because this is what we do it for. But I don't want to say it's not the ultimate goal, because they go, like your goals just keep changing. They keep shifting, they keep just going. Even the competition is hard too, because do you think I'm happy to see all of the players again? Like, oh, hi, I'm so happy to see you. No, it's hard. It's like it's like Sharapova. She wasn't happy to see Serena. Serena wasn't happy to see Sharapova, you know? All of them. The locker room conversation, there was not conversations. Like, it was not like, oh, let's go to dinner, you know? It's funny, but it's real. I mean, obviously I love bowling. I think it became, for a moment of my life, it became my job. And it wasn't good. Like, once I made it my job, it wasn't good. Because it was more like I felt like I had to go to work and not enjoy it anymore. You know, if I didn't perform, it was even worse. And then, you know, life happens and you learn how to deal with things differently, and you grow, you mature. I'm getting older, so I guess it's different. And I learned to enjoy it in a different way. Obviously, I'm competitive. Obviously, I want to win. If I'm not on top, I'm not happy. But that doesn't mean that it's going to ruin my life. It's going to ruin my day, you know? Life goes on and you just keep going. I don't know. Just happy that we're here.
Your front row seat to women's professional bowling, all on PWBA's YouTube channel. Don't miss out. Subscribe now.